6 Arab states have cut off diplomatic ties with Qatar. Here's why that's significant. Qatar funds Al Jazeera, the network that was largely behind the event known as the Arab Spring, which killed hundreds of thousands in the Syrian and Libyan wars and led to the rise of the Islamic State. Ethan Zuckerman, a global board member of George Soros' Open Society Foundations, said Al Jazeera was a, quote, key factor in the spread of the protest movements from Tunisia throughout the region. On February 12, 2012, Zuckerman wrote, for much of the world, the uprisings in Tunisia and Egypt were broadcast first and foremost by Al Jazeera. Once dismissed by American officials as providing a platform for Osama bin Laden and fired on by American aircraft during the 2003 Iraq War, Al Jazeera became a preferred source of news in Washington circles, with Hillary Clinton praising the, quote, real news the network brought its viewers. Al Jazeera didn't just document these popular uprisings, it may have helped bring them about. Zuckerman's post continues, the man in charge of Al Jazeera during most of the Arab Spring was Wada Kanfar, a Palestinian activist and journalist who built his reputation reporting for Al Jazeera from Afghanistan and Iraq. So where is Wada Kanfar today, He works for Huffington Post, The World Post. Ironically, he was on the editorial board for an article on the Huffington Post about the, quote, bitter fruits of the Arab Spring. That's right, the guy who caused the Arab Spring with his disastrous media coverage got to edit what was written about how the Arab Spring went wrong. After Zuckerman wrote the post about Al Jazeera causing the Arab Spring on his blog, he worked on 2 studies which were paid for by the Qatar Computing Research Institute. The studies were done with the help of Al Jazeera employees. It says so right in the documents. The 6 Arab nations cutting diplomatic ties with Qatar means that they have unofficially declared war on George Soros, the Clinton Mafia, and the leftist media in general. Saudi Arabia has already shut down the Al Jazeera offices in their country with accusations of terrorism. It seems like those accusations are true.